الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. Not sure if anyone's here. I thought I'd do a very brief live show just for about an hour. So if anyone's there, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And if nobody is there, no problem. Number of people asking me to read the news. So why not? Alaikum salam, Kay. How you doing, bro? Now, obviously, I can't share my screen because I'm using my phone to go live. Type 1 if you can hear me, please. Anybody? That would be appreciated. Salam to Bash. Now, it turns out that our new health secretary, Sajid Javid, has got COVID. Thanks for the ones, people. He's got COVID even though he's had 2 jabs of the vaccine. Now, that's the second case of somebody that I've read about who, in spite of having the jabs, has contracted the virus. Now, who was the other one I read about today? I don't remember who. But it's like what they're trying to say is that the jabs won't stop you getting the virus. You'll get it, but the symptoms will be less than if you didn't get the jabs. Alaikum salam, Sheikh One. So, do I really care that Sajid Javid may have the virus? I don't know. Not really. But what I'm observant of is some sort of media propaganda campaign to show you, yes, you need the jab to stop you. So the jabs will not stop you getting the virus. That's what they're trying to make us aware of now. But you can minimize the impact of the virus by getting the jabs. Now, for some reason, this browser is not showing me what the news says. I'm not sure why. Let me try moving to landscape mode. And, see if that does any better. Okay. Man gets racial hatred police record for whistling the Bob the Builder theme tune at his neighbor. Officers in Bedfordshire recorded the incident as a non-crime hate incident. I don't get that one. All right, let's see. I believe the real purpose of masks is social control. It's time to turn down the fear dial, writes Graham Brady. It took him this long to come up with the guts to write that, yeah? 2 years of a lockdown, and now he's telling us that masks are about social control. And he only says it when we're about to come out of lockdown. Yeah. That's because now they're trying to get us back to normal, remove the masks, and get people back to work in the offices. So on the one hand, they're brainwashing people to stay at home. Now they're brainwashing people to get back to work. Prince Charles will only wear a mask when government advice dictates that he should do so. So 2 articles now against wearing of the mask. Children will only be vaccinated if they are vulnerable, as Watchdog advises government that blah, 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 blah. So what they're saying, that ministers are expected to make a firm decision on Freedom Day, as the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunization has advised against a mass vaccine rollout. Okay, it's all over now. Jade Jagger splits from DJ husband 9 years after their star-studded wedding. Alaikum salam. Boris and Rishi's health tax war. PM is plotting with his new health secretary to bounce the chancellor. Okay. So trying to increase taxes, it seems, to do something with the NHS. What? I don't know. Obviously, they want to sell it and privatize everything. How Sajid Javid made it back to the top after falling victim to a political assassination. So they're indicating that Sajid Javid was initially kicked out of government by what's his name? Dominic Cummings. But now Dominic Cummings has gone, Sajid Javid is back. Okay, blunder at Cannes. Jury president Spike Lee accidentally reveals the Palme d'Or winner before he's supposed to. No sex, no cheering, masks on the podium and eating alone. Welcome to the joyless games. The sex ban has been alluded to by the organizers in several ways. So they're talking about the Olympics. Okay, alaikum salam. Hunt for the Wembley thugs. Police release images of 10 suspects who are wanted for violence. None of the suspects in the pictures are of those people who were waiting inside the stadium when the fans came through the door. Do you remember those people who started punching them up, kicking them? Yeah, none of the images are of those people. Sheikh One says, don't take the vaccine. It's too early, not properly tested, or rushed. Football attracts thugs. The police are useless. Well, what a surprise, says Peter Hitchens. Okay. It's all a bit flash, Harry, how the prince is making use of an ultra-exclusive private airport service in LA. Chris Eubank pays tribute to his loving son, Sebastian, 29, as he's laid to rest in Dubai after dying from a heart attack, I think it was. Oh no, it says here. Yeah, he's believed to have drowned off a beach in Dubai. So for those that don't know, one of Chris Eubank's sons died. His name was Sebastian, and he was a Muslim. There's a photograph of him doing Umrah or Hajj, whichever it was, with his wife, I believe. Britney Spears defends her at-home dances and bashes father Jamie Spears and sister. Okay, does anyone care about that? Oh, really? So, Sebastian Eubanks had just become a father too. Okay. Mary Harrington. Who's that? Why do I need to know who Mary Harrington is? If you think those cruel controls on Britney seem very familiar, you're right. Gary Lineker traveled more than 3,600 miles covering Euro 2020 for BBC Sport without ever leaving Britain. English operated as a language of the colonizer. Students at top university that okay. So the language we all speak, English, has been branded as a colonizer language. The University of East Anglia will scrap teaching Shakespeare. Who's heard of this new TV station or news station that was launched in the UK? I think it's called GB something or another. It turned out to be a complete flop. Yeah, these people who were like people like Andrew Neil, if you've heard of him, he used to present a TV show, like a politics program on the BBC. Now they're bringing in Nigel Farage to try and sort of rescue the show. Nobody watches the news anymore. We're all on YouTube and TikTok. Hmm. They're back to showing the graphs of COVID people again. So yeah, sorry I was ignoring you all in the chat. Let's get back to the comments. What does it say here? Where you read? Oh, sorry, AME. I was reading it from the Daily Mail. GB News, they barely have viewers. Yeah, I think it's a complete disaster. Alhamdulillah. Allah ruined them. They just hired Farage full time. Yeah. I suppose it's a TV version of LBC. Yeah. Yes. Who else we got here? I have to remove this account. There we go. Mr. Islam, I've not taken the vaccine. I don't trust it. Yeah. They're making life difficult now if you haven't had the vaccine. You know, when you want to travel to these amber countries and red countries, you don't have to take all. You'll have to. The only way to avoid the quarantine now is if you got the jab, both doses of the jab too. Anti-vax protests in France. Nothing on the BBC website. Shake my head. Says Roald Pza. Yes. A platform created for freedom of speech, but their gammon viewers cried tears when someone took a knee live on air. Yeah. You're talking about that news station, yeah? What's it called? GB News. They couldn't come up with a better name. GB News. If you were to launch a news station, what would you call it? I'd call it Reaction News. Yes, Reaction News. Or Reactionary News. Or Eactionar News, as Jordan M used to like to call me. Eactioner. Can you explain this React? Says somebody in the chat. Said لا يزال الدين ذليلا مع عزة العرب. Muawiyah, where'd you get that from, and why do you want me to explain it? I've been told vaccines contain mercury, which can reduce your lifespan. Well, how do you know what your lifespan is? You know, how do you actually know that? لا يزال الدين ذليلا. So the religion will not cease to be like ذليلا, lowly, or in a state of, what's the opposite of supremacy? Whatever the opposite of that is. The religion will not cease to be in a lowly state as long as the Arabs have might. I don't know where you got that statement from. Dean M says, hello. Hello to you, Dean M. Salam, says Red. I'm taking my vaccine on Monday, just saying. Where are you going to get it, Red? Are you going to your doctors? Are you going to the hospital or to a clinic? Give us an idea where one can go to get this vaccine jab. Muawiyah says, an Ajami and an Arab were arguing who's better, and Imam Ahmed said that. Okay. AME says, I haven't caught COVID yet, alhamdulillah. So you can get the jab at the pharmacy, yeah? I think some messages were even delivering the vaccine, weren't they? I'm actually started to think about getting it, but I don't know, mate. I think I'll wait. And the only reason I'd consider getting it is because of, the travel restrictions. But if it's Johnson and Johnson, I ain't taking it, says Red. You can get the jab at the Tate now, says AME. Sainsbury's outside, we're doing it. Wow. They're just giving it away now, are they? You have to pay for it, or is it free? Red says, I'm only taking it because my mum did, so am I. So I am. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad you can all hear me because I'm talking very quietly right now. That means the mic is picking up my voice. I didn't really see if anybody else was live, so hope I wasn't interrupting anybody else's shows. But yeah, just felt like coming online for a bit. QQ says, if your mum jumps off a cliff, you'll do the same. Stop being a sheep. I don't recognize any of these account names, so either you're people that have interacted with before or you're new people. Either way, welcome to the channel. Zangoch, yes, I've seen you before. Tamam. QQ vaccine equals health goes low. Red says, excuse me. Asirun fi dunya says, Salam, brother reactionary. Why do you sound so sad today? Oh, because I was on a call earlier. And because I was on a call, I missed a call of somebody else that I was hoping to speak to. So they're probably asleep now, or they're a little bit upset that I missed their call. And I'm a little bit upset that they're probably upset. That's really it. So I'm a bit sad about that. But alhamdulillah, everything happens for a reason. I'll soon find out and report back. But thanks for noticing that. Yeah. Rolled Wolf Bza says, I come from Ralph's channel. He said Bza. I'm glad you made it, and welcome. See if that link works. You can try. Come and introduce yourself. Description. Mode. Where are we? Greek Christian says, come to Jesus, reactionary. Come to Jesus like Ralph. Yeah, well, we follow Jesus in the sense that he follows the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He will return to the dunya and he will be a Muslim. Every prophet was a Muslim, and we believe Prophet Jesus was a Muslim. He was a human being. He was from the best of humankind, being selected by Allah to be a prophet and messenger. But we don't take him above his status as a human being. We don't go to extremes in our praise of him, where we start to worship him as a god. And we don't take him below his status as a human being. And we recognize his miracle birth. We don't say he was an illegitimate child. So yeah, we give him his rank and his due. May Allah's peace be upon Jesus. Okay, you sound depressed a bit. Hope everything is okay. Women issues, perhaps? Asirun fi dunya. Just issues. I won't say women issues, but that's all. Yes. Women issues better than no women issues, says Red. Within reason. Yeah, who knows, bruv? Who knows? Big up React. Big up Zangoch. Zangoch. You should do shows a bit more earlier, says Khalid ibn Walid. Well, you're up, right? If aren't you? You're up. If you weren't up, then it won't be a problem. But you're up. Halima. So sorry, I don't want to mention her name here. Thank you, Zangoch. Zangoch. Muhammad Hamdan. Salam. Salam to you. Reaction. You ain't doing so much reactions. Well spotted, Red. I haven't been, have I? So inshallah, maybe I will. Just been like so busy. And what have I been busy doing? I'm not going to say it's embarrassing. Reaction, okay. Brother, what is your views on Greenbird Productions? Says Asirun fi Dunya. Stop playing games. Obviously, you know my views on it, right? So I'm not going to bring up that topic again. Ms. was MZ. Are you talking about MZ 100%? He was talking bad about, well, that's nothing new, is it? Haha, women issues. They're trying to catch you out, says AME. Yeah, you know that. They try and catch your heart, isn't it? You have to be careful. You've got to put sort of protection around your heart. It's a soft bit of flesh. You don't want arrows going inside and then they becoming like hooks stuck inside and you can't get them out. So Khalid bin Walid said MZ100 was talking bad about you on somebody else's show. Yeah, good for that. Good for him. But yeah, be careful. Reactions can be thin line to misguiding people, says Red. John Lewis says MZ and somebody will get what's coming from Allah. Mr. Islam Reaction, did you ever play the game Metal Gear Solid? If not, you should. Okay, why? Give me a reason. Is it a new game or is it an old game? Flappy Bird said, do some dhikr reaction to heal yourself. Yeah, good point, Flappy Bird. Will do, inshallah. Gee, Greenbird Productions are extremists who fool innocent people. Okay, I haven't been highlighting the chats. Let me start highlighting the messages. It's bare hot. I'm surprised so many of you are still up. It's like over 20 viewers so far. And it's nearly 3 in the morning. Is it bare hot? I'm nice and cool where I am. Where are you, Dina? Did you know their recruitment Uncle Omar did on Jannah Seeker's channel? Oh, you're talking about what? Greenbird Productions. Was he a recruiter for Greenbird Productions? I don't know why you guys are bringing up Greenbird Productions, by the way. Did something happen? Like, what's going on? This is interesting. Who cares what other people say on other shows, says AME. Everybody's asking about Greenbird Productions. What's happening? Where's this coming from? Dean M says North London with an S. Yeah. I'm South London. Yuhan Van Dam, what's reactionary banging on about, fam? Okay, Red. Khalid bin Walid. It is an entrapment thing that was going online. Yes, Asirun for Dunya. Yes, there was an organization called Greenbird Productions, which was some sort of entrapment thing, apparently, to catch potential people of danger. Isn't Greenbird Productions banned? I guess. I have no idea. Note a clue, smart way to what? Red, I don't understand that. Oh, not a clue, smart way to advertise, eh? Walaikum salam, Safi says. Greenbird Productions just started their marketing drive by the looks of it. What's going on? Are they back, AME? Have they returned? Did you see the articles about Greenbird's people? No, Tell us about it. People got arrested in America. So, like, so far I've seen 4 user accounts talking about Greenbird Productions. I won't be surprised if these are 4 accounts belonging to the same individual. That's probably the case. So that means 4 of the viewers are actually one person. Abu Hudhaifa. Greenbird Productions are from Paltalk. Yeah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Samarin. Don't be fooled by them and stop talking about them, giving them attention. If you can't read my letters, you need help. Can you let us know about South Africa recent events? As if I don't know, I haven't been following. Is there something going on there? If so, you can jump on and tell us about it. Not gonna lie, I don't even know who they are, says AME, talking about green birds. Green bird, is that a parrot? Green birds is just an FBI group, says LOL. Feds, bruv. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's all the green birds talk? If you see a group called Green Birds Productions, stay well away from it, whatever it is. Yeah, just stay well away. You get me. All right, let me post a comment. Yes, people. Red says, I'm gonna check them now. You lot spoke about it. How is Safi says Ahmad? That's right, Yuhan. I have to time you out for that. Can't you control your language? Why are you insulting women in that way? One person mentioned it. Now everyone wants to know, says Khalid ibn al-Walid. And not to report back. Tell us a scary story, reactionary. Curiosity kills the cat. 13k subs. Have I got 13k subs now? Wow. I doubt it. Well, you must be talking about somebody else. Reactionary, do you warn against Greenbird production? Did you know Uncle Omar is an extremist supporting that narrative? Filthy Frank wants to jump on. Should I let Filthy Frank on? Give us a smile, Filthy Frank. Let me see. Smile. You're not going to smile for us? Okay, can't let you on then. If you smile, they'll let you on. But since you're not smiling, can I do it, my friend? Okay. Safi says, LOL, Jazakallah khair, brother. Let me on the show. I'm Filthy Frank, says DJ Robinator. Can you tell us about the Haiti president? I read that he was assassinated. I don't know why. Is it because he refused to take the vaccine or refused to distribute it? Not sure. I don't know what's going on. Filthy Frank, LOL. Uncle Omar seems like a lost person, says Khalid ibn Walid. 1 minute he is swearing and promotes extremists. Now all of a sudden he shaves his beard and becomes Ali Dawah's friend. Filthy Frank says, I was smiling. Well, it didn't show up on the screen, so. Does anybody here know Filthy Frank? All right, Filthy Frank, I see the smile now. It's a nice. Who's JS? JS, I can't see your screen. Madkhali Muslim Brotherhood. JS, you need to show your camera or your mic or something. Until then, I can't let you on. Okay. Khalid bin Walid. Omar is a crazy extremist slandering Muslims in Speaker's Corner. Is she president? Sheikh Khan says, I shared the link. Let's see what link you're talking about. Jannah Sika Sumaya is probably a fake one. Dujana. Let's see. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Dujana. How you doing, brother?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you, bro?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I'm going to take a risk to let this account on.
Alright, fine.
No, I'm not. There's an account called Madkhali Muslim Brotherhood. Shall I let them on or not?
But does it not come up as like an email? Do you know where it comes up authorization? Does it have an email?
It says authenticated with YouTube.
Have you ever had that before on that email?
I've never seen that user before.
Check it, try it out. But do you know what to do? You can put your like picture on full screen so they can't like comb on you or anything if they wanted to.
I've done that before, but what, on layout mode, you mean?
Yeah, layout. So then if they do put the camera on show and thing, it's covered.
Okay, let's try it. Hello? Speak quickly. They muted themselves, all right. So, there's big up Sheikh One.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Sheikh One. Yes.
Alhamdulillah, good bro. Yeah, weekend thing in it, bro. Fucking normally weekdays I'm busy,
energy.
bro. Yeah, weekend I'm free, bro. Nothing to do. You get me? Everything's under lock. Good, bro. What's happening though? Who else is on the panel, bro? Who's that?
Alhamdulillah.
That's good, man. Oh, it's Dujana, yeah? How you doing, bro? I didn't recognize the advertiser showing for some reason. I don't know.
Alhamdulillah. I know.
Yeah, man. So what's the current affairs, bro? Anything in the news actually? Anything in the papers? I haven't really read anything, bro. Anything in the news?
No, it was dead news, brother. Dead news. Just about the vaccine and
COVID and that. Yeah. That's long. Alhamdulillah, it's like I haven't taken the jab, bro. It's like people, in the NHS always fucking send you messages and shit, man. I just ignore it, man. It's long. Unless I'm planning to go abroad, I might have to do it if I have to go in it. I'm planning to go Bahamas and that, but if I have to, then I'm gonna do it. Like, but there's still time. I'm just riding it out, man. Because I don't believe it, man. It's too early. Like. They didn't test it properly. They said there's so many cases of people having side effects and God knows, Allahu Alam, what else? You get me? Like, I think it's too early. They rushed it. The governments were pressuring people. They needed a vaccine. They were rushing it. People were dying. I remember last year, what's that website? There's a website. We had all the COVID deaths in the world. You see that actually last year?
Yeah, Johns Hopkins University. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had how many deaths in all these countries, Spain, Portugal, and people were freaking out seeing these deaths in that last year. And they rushed into things, and they got this vaccine rushing into things. And now we hear about these side effects. So, like, we're like, what do you call it? Like, guinea pigs, like in the lab. What's it, guinea pigs?
Yeah.
What's the test? Yeah, rats, or whatever you call them. So this it's too early to thingy, man. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, brother. Don't know.
Johan Van Dam. Once you get Sheikh One started, you can't stop him. You don't know. You know that, innit? Yeah, I mean, Johan Van Dam, drop. Nah, man. I speak like that anyway. I'm always talking fast, bro. It's like that. You get me? And it's naturally.
What's new, bro? What's happening? All good?
Nothing, bro. I've been busy. I was like, I've just been. I think everything's dead in it, bro. I'm just watching Netflix and shit. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? Just keeping myself like that. Out sunny day today. I mean, got up a bit late, and I was on Faz's show yesterday, so fucking in the morning. So yeah, it was kind of good, man. RS Sid got roasted, man. You get me? And he deserved it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I felt good, man, roasting him. Like, I felt good. After a long time, I've been roasting him for a long time. I normally save the energy for the Islamophobes, innit? Like, allow the Muslims.
I don't know. I feel like he's coming close to Islam, right? Just
who is?
RS Sid. Yeah, try not to, push him away.
What did he say that
He's well, he's coked up, man. He's snorted some shit and he's talking shit for time. You know what I mean? One day he's a Muslim, then he's a Sikh, then he's a Shia, then he's something else, and then he makes. Imagine this, bro. even the Muslims, like he caused bare problems. He slandered Muslims, yeah, and he also slandered the Sikhs. The Sikhs hate him. He mocked Guru Nanak Ji. You get me? He mocked the Guru Granth Sahib. Like he took the piss. He mocks the Quran. He mocks the Hadiths. He mocks the Sikh scriptures, Christian scriptures. He mocks everyone. So like it's halal. It's halal for everyone to roast him, innit? Like when he does that. You know what I mean? Like yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, I got up a bit afternoon, a bit late, man. But still got the sun in it, man. Got nice sun, beautiful day. You get me? Got a bit of a tan, which is nice. You get me? I go red, and when I get tan, my skin goes red. Like not red, but you know what I mean. It's different. It's a nice color.
Yeah. Are you in England? That Dujana account, whoever used it, they're messing around. It actually clearly uses moisturizer. Okay. Thank you.
You need to be moisturized, man. You need to have this cream for the sun. It doesn't matter if you're not white, you still need to protect your skin. And you have sunglasses on. Your eyes from the UV rays. Asirun Fidunya says, Sheikh Juan, are you talking or rapping? Bro, as I found out the insult, bro. You trying to make me look like a dawah man, innit? No, bro. I don't do that, bro. I'm talking, bro. Yeah, man. So what else, man? What's been happening reactionary? Anything else been happening? What that gain?
Huh?
Talk one gain. Talk about history there. Talk about MBS, Saudi and all that. Yeah, man. Asif says, look up South Africa. Okay.
Yeah, tell me what's going on in South Africa.
Bro, I don't know, man. What's the big thing? Anyone write in the chat, man? What's going on in South Africa? I'd like to know, man. Is there something going on there? Are Muslims being oppressed? You get me? Johan Van Dam says, I'm obsessed with MBS. No, that's not true, bro. You get me? Not true, bro. I just don't like him anyway. You know, imagine, yeah, if he was a righteous person. Just imagine. I know it's a bit of a fantasy, but just imagine if MBS, yeah, the man in charge of the land of Tawheed, was religious guy. He was on the manhaj and he was like doing good stuff for the Muslim Ummah. Imagine that. Just imagine with all these billions of dollars and stuff, he could make a difference. You know, like his cousin, Shah Faisal. He's the only one I rate out of them, Johan, because he done an oil boycott for Palestine, and he stopped the oil in America. Though they had people to queue up for months, for miles. I'm not saying months, miles. There was no petrol. Do you hear about that? Reactionary, the oil boycott in 1970 something. I forgot. And it caused a big problem, man. It caused a massive problem. And he done it for Palestine. Like, what he could do was that. He ain't got a powerful army or anything. He couldn't do nothing. But what he did have was the economy of the country. And he basically stopped the oil going out. And it caused big problems. And it was embarrassing for the West, especially for America. And that's why they assassinated him. They got the CIA, and they got his nephew. Dude, I thought his name was nephew. And they done some MK Ultra. You know MK Ultra, what the Nazis used. They learned it. And the Japanese in World War II, they done that on him, and they used blackmail and stuff. He done some mad stuff with it as a youth because he went to studied in America and stuff. They used that, they blackmailed him and that, and they done some MK Ultra on him, and he goes and assassinates the king, Shah Faisal, and he dies. And then when they asked him, he said he can't remember. He doesn't know what he done. They asked him, why did you kill your cousin for? He goes, he doesn't know why. This is Majnun, he's got mental problem. But he's MK Ultra. They done shit to him. He went and killed his own cousin, who was the king of Saudi Arabia, the righteous one. Yeah, and that was it. And that was a warning to all the other Saudis, basically telling them, look, you don't toe the line, you're gonna become the next Faisal assassination. The CIA. And I know it's not another thing. I uploaded the video on my channel. I think it's still and I uploaded it quite a few different places of King Faisal's last speech. And he declared jihad. He said, we are Muslims, but we fear death. He's still English subtitles, and he's saying we're Muslim, we're the Ummah of Muhammad, peace be upon him. You get me? Like, what are you afraid of? Why are you sitting back? Your people. He basically galvanized the Muslims. You get me? And these Muslims were gonna go to Palestine, but what happened? some miraculously the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan and all this stuff. If you think about it, yeah, if you look at the history, Afghanistan was a communist country and they had communists in the country already. So why did they need to invade the country? Do you understand? They actually controlled it by proxy with their agent. I forgot his name. I forgot his name, man. Najibullah, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. The leader. So what they invaded was a smokescreen. They invaded Afghanistan in 1980s, yeah, a smokescreen, because all the Muslims were galvanized. They want to go for Palestine and liberate Al-Aqsa. So what happened? All these mujahideen, may Allah bless them, they all went to Afghanistan. All of them went to Afghanistan. And imagine as a Palestinian, imagine you're a Palestinian, you're Muslim, you're Arabs, yeah, and your own Muslim people are saying they're gonna come for you. The King Faisal, he gives the wonderful speech. Yeah, all the Muslims are gonna come to you, and then suddenly a war breaks out somewhere else on the other side of the world. Yeah, and all your neighbors they left you and they went to Afghanistan to help them liberate the thing. And Soviets were in control already. They didn't have to invade the country, but it was a big smoke screen for them to go there. And you know what happened? You get me? And Palestine now is still in an open air concentration camp. Like madness, bro. Sorry, continue, bro.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Oh, that's good. Another history lesson from Professor Sheikh One. Oh,
it's doctor.
Resident historian. I'd like to see you versus Adnan Rashid one day. That would be a good match.
Me now, man. Adnan Rashid is humble, man. Like, I don't agree with a lot of his Islamic point. Yeah, like last time I don't agree with some stuff he does on Islamic things. Yeah, but I do agree with his historical stuff. Because he's a historian. He's not an Islamic scholar. Adnan Rashid is not an Islamic scholar. He's a historian. He's an Islamic historian. You get me? He's a doctor in in history, and especially the Muslim stuff, history. Like I have to give him 10 for that. But when it's Islam, it's different, isn't it? Like end of the day, he's no one's calling him a scholar. He's a spokesman. He's a very good, mashallah. You get me? But he's not an Islamic scholar, so I don't take Islam from him, but I'll take the history from him. He's on point. See what he does about the Sikh history and that. Raj finished Raj, man, and Mani Sinder's show. Do you remember? I uploaded it with a little remix to it. He destroyed Pigeon on that show, on Mani Sinder's show. Yeah, mad.
Mad thing.
Dujan is saying, can you add him? It's in the back. Yo, Dujan. Okay. I think there's other people, man. You should have went a bit earlier, bruv, live, innit? There's more people, yeah. But still, there's people watching, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want to go live, bruv. I was trying to avoid it, but don't know.
Yeah, think like, yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Just do your thing, bruv, innit? Like, ban everyone. Like, in the end of the day, if you want to go live, bro. That's it, bro. You know what I mean?
True.
To do your thing, bro.
Are you going Speaker's Corner tomorrow?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a nice day. I can go, but then I think I go with myself. But a lot of I find it better when I go by myself. You know, when there's groups that it's cool, but then you're into talking and this and that. But when you go by yourself, you can get footage, and then like you can film. You got like you're not talking. I mean, you have to give salam to people you know and you see there, but then you're focusing on the camera, filming and stuff. You can get bare footage. Like last time I done that, I got bare footage, bare content. But like, I mean, just filming. But when you go with people, it's like you have a laugh, you have fun and joking. Like, you know what I mean? It's all good and that. But I just tend to get less footage because you're busy talking and blah 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 and it's socializing and that. So it depends. I'll see how it goes, man. It's gonna be hot, but then sometimes I don't want to be all hot and fucking sticky, man. If it's humid, I don't want to go. But if it's like hot and cool, then it's live. You get me? But if it's hot and it's like if there's no oxygen, like if it's all thinking like it's not as long. It's just feel drained out. But I might go.
I don't know what was happening in Hyde Park today. There was like bare, teenagers or no, older than teenagers.
Today?
There was loads of young women, and I don't know what was going on out there.
I think it's just a sign, isn't it? All the girls come out when it gets hot.
I mean, there was tons of people, and then you had they're building something in the middle of the road, you know, where the buses go around.
Oh, right, actual arch, yeah, where the thing is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're building there. It looks awful right now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't been down there for a while. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's there might be some, like what do you call it? What do you call it? I forget what it was called, man. Last few years ago, they had that cannabis party thing. Remember, it was gang and all that there in the park.
Yeah.
The day when I think it could be that. I don't know. It could be anything. I don't know. But I remember they do special events and stuff in Hyde Park. And
Yeah, I smell a lot of weed up there today, bro. Like, yeah, you can
yeah, so
smell
it must be
very
that,
strong.
innit? It must be that.
Mm.
People just getting stoned. That's a bit boring, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. What's so special about
Yeah,
it?
it's boring, isn't it? Some people get hyped up fucking smoking. It's fucking boring, man. Is he done it and left it? It's long time. It's old. I find it boring, bro. You know what I mean? Like all of that. Yeah. I like to be awake, bro, and fucking. You know what I mean? Enjoy life. You know? Not like fucking.
That's true. Very good point.
You know what I mean? There's so much in life you can enjoy, man. Instead of just taking drugs and shit. It's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? The users are losers, innit? The saying, users are losers. Not good.
Users are losers, definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, it's mad. And worse is public sinners. Public sinners is worse when people do sinning in public. That's even worse. Because you're fucking encouraging other people. They see you, see you, and they follow your thing, innit? You know?
Madness.
So,
what are you smoking, bro?
I'm joking. I smoke some tobacco, bro. I smoke tobacco, bro. I'm trying to smoke down in it. No, that's no problem, bro. Everyone knows that, innit? I smoke cigarettes now, innit?
Haven't you tried those vaping things yet? E-cigarettes?
Bro, I've had one, yeah. Wallahi, I've done a vape, yeah. This is like a pen, yeah. When I went abroad, I had used it for the aeroplane for a long journey. I had it.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To you.
Wagwan.
Oh, Lakin,
Wagwan.
How's it going? What are you guys talking about?
We're just talking about current affairs. We're talking about current affairs, and then we're talking about how bad drugs are.
You guys talking about how to blaze.
Users are losers. Yeah.
My man's talking about smoking a big spliff.
In America, there's a pizza company. It's called Blaze Pizza. Yeah, that's pretty popular.
Americans don't know how to blaze, bro. Astaghfirullah.
Astaghfirullah.
No, I don't smoke weed. Weed is for stupid people.
Yeah, man, it's not good, bro. I don't see why people promote this stuff. The only put you know what I mean, it's just people making money off it, and they usually
weed makes you dumb, bro. It makes you slow and stupid.
Exactly. That's what I just said earlier. It makes you're not on the ball, innit? You get me?
Yeah, it makes you obsessed. It develops a sort of what's it called when people are obsessed with people and they become
schizophrenic, or like
schizophrenic.
No, not schizophrenic. That's when you get paranoid on that.
Paranoia. You get paranoia. You get
paranoia, inducive psychosis, THC.
Yeah. Some people hallucinate and shit. Like I don't know, you know me, but there's cases of it. But it's
psychoactive ingredient, THC.
Yeah. Too much of it.
Does anybody know what psychosis is?
Yes.
Yes, go on, explain.
What, psychosis on the medical term?
Yeah.
I don't sorry, I don't know the actual medical definition.
What is it actually? Can you explain the definition?
I don't know. I think I understand what it means, but I don't know the actual. I remember reading about it years ago.
Where your the brain give me a second, I'll give it a Google.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Joms Hod. How are you, Joms Hod?
What's happening, brother? What's happening, bro?
Here, psychosis is a condition that affects the way your brain processes information. It causes you to lose touch with reality. You might see, hear, or believe things that aren't real. Psychosis is something reactionary psychosis is a symptom, not an illness, a mental or physical illness. Substance abuse or extreme stress or trauma can cause it.
It's like
Sorry,
most people online, bro. They've got
just
that.
messing with you.
Reactionary, you see, he tried to fire shots at you, innit? He's saying, like,
Yeah, reactionary. This guy's always try to fire shots.
If I was listening, then I could have noticed.
I just
Sorry about that.
messing around. I was just messing with you.
Yeah, he's having a laugh,
Reaction
so,
is cool, bro.
on your behalf.
I gotta say that.
Reactionary, brother, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, how are you? Jams Hod, you good?
Jump shot. Sorry,
Shot.
jump shot sounds like a.
Is that jump shot?
Jams
Yeah,
Hod, did you say?
Jump start.
Jump shot.
Oh,
Jump start.
jump start.
Jom Shod.
Uh,
Jom
Did it
Shoddy
hate-
work.
jump shot. What you doing in here, bro?
Why are you cussing me from? That's not good, brother.
What did you say?
What you're doing here? He's doing exactly what you're doing here.
He called me a little madman. And that means basically you're cussing people with mental health. That's not good, bro. You need to fix up.
I didn't cuss anyone with mental health.
Yeah, you just called me a little little madman. Little
Yeah, I
papa.
said little madman. It's like a Bengali thing you just say to someone. It's a little joke.
He's basically calling Bengali
Pagal
little
calling
people.
someone a madman, mental health.
What
Pagal
if
is
you Fogger?
Urdu word. Pagal. Pagal. Huru jamshad. Huru Pagal.
I think
I'm a little, bro.
This is a little joke. Come on, man. Why are you getting
Jamshad is
sensitive?
properly.
See, should I tell you why? I have to be extra careful with you guys because when I say something,
Uh-huh.
not you.
try again, bro.
When I say something, like
When-
certain people, like they go mad. Oh, how could you say this? How could you say that? This and that. But like, as soon as someone says that to me, like, why should I let it go? Obviously, I'm gonna pick you up on it.
Yo,
Because last time I
said
said something, you picked it up.
Okay, I'm sorry someone treated you like that, but I didn't mean any malice or any
Okay, then
ill
that's
content,
fine.
malcontent. When
That's
I say,
fine.
you know what I mean? You don't need to put your guard up with me, bro.
That's
it's
fine.
gonna be okay.
Natural.
But the rule of boxing, always keep your guard up.
Boxing. I don't
The
believe.
rule of boxing.
I believe as a Muslim, if you say Assalamu alaikum, you're saying peace be with you, and you're saying that you are safe from me, and I am safe from you. You know.
Not lately on YouTube.
Then your salam is invalid. Then if you're not
I
safe
didn't say
from the
you,
other
brother.
brother.
My salam is invalid. Is that what you're
No,
trying to say?
not your
Oh.
salam. I'm just saying
Oh.
if you come in and you say salam, not you, but generally, if you come in and saying salam and then you cuss a man out
Well, give me 5
in the
minutes.
face, then your salam isn't really a salam. You're not really.
Yeah. That's like people being hypocrite and they're being
I say
like.
salam to the people in Marrakesh. I say salam to the people in
The
Bangladesh.
bourgeoisie.
Is that what it says
Hey,
next?
lucky.
You know, Ali Dawa's videos, he always plays that. Salam to the people in Bangladesh. Salam
Nope.
to my people in Marrakesh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
Bilal,
never
innit?
heard of that before.
Muslim Bilal, innit? Muslim Bilal, bro. The Muslim Bilal, the brother.
Oh yeah. Mm.
He sings that.
Brother, do you love for me what you love for yourself, brother? That one.
Lakin,
Don't know.
Lakin,
That's
I
Muslim
heard.
Bilal.
Lakin, is that true? Like someone said.
Mhm.
So someone said before on
Mhm.
another chat that you was a Bollywood dancer.
Big man with a beard can't be a backup dancer. What are you talking about?
Oh, so you clarified you're not a backup dancer.
No, I'm not a backup dancer.
Yeah.
How can a big man with a beard like me be a backup dancer?
Yeah, but but not you. There's a lot of people with beards with a backup dancer, man. I'll show you a video, man.
I don't think you get what I'm saying.
Have you seen the? I'll show you. I'll show you a video.
Yeah, I'm the main act. You tell him.
Bollywood,
Get
yeah.
him. Get him, Omaza. Get him.
Who's whom is that?
He's my backup dancer.
Yeah, that
Later.
sounds wrong.
Oh,
No,
God.
no,
Man,
no.
try to say I'm a
Na'uzubillah,
backup dancer.
no.
How can a big man with a beard like Reactionary be a backup dancer?
But you're not reactionary. Reactionary, brother, is different, and he's very good.
MashaAllah.
Mashallah, brother.
Very good.
So, Reactionary, I wanted to actually ask you about, what your position is with regards to Ustad Abdul Rahman.
Which Abdul Rahman?
The question of the football fatwa, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but but with that aside, what do you think of the brother?
Who's that? Which one? Who you talking about? Is it a scholar, sheikh, or
Hassan,
from the UK?
Hassan, the Somalian guy.
Brother,
Somalian.
Abdul Rahman
reactionary.
Hassan.
Sorry.
The Salafi brother.
No, reactionary. Can you tell brother reactionary? Can you tell me what is the football fatwa like? So I don't know about it. Can you tell me?
Could you?
What was it about? Yeah, you explain. Yeah.
Well, somebody shared a video with me today from somebody called Abdurrahman Hassan and somebody else. They got a podcast, and one person asked the other questions. The other guy answers.
Sure.
And I didn't watch the video. It's 2.5 hours long, but I looked in the description, and they've very kindly time-stamped all of the different questions that were asked.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
So I just looked at the topics and got the gist of what they were talking about. And I can be corrected, but he's basically saying that he cannot see any circumstances in which watching football can be halal.
No, he's right though. He's right.
Watching
man.
professional football is haram, according to
Like just watching on TV.
You can watch it, yeah. Like I think you can watch it, yeah, but like you can't be like a die-hard fan. Like I know some people. They actually English guys actually call it their religion. Like they're not even Christian anymore. They actually call football their religion. I'm not joking.
You can play it because that's help and that as long as your knees covered and that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You can play it.
five-a-side football that what we do.
Yeah, Abdul Rahman made it very clear that he wasn't talking about playing the sport. He was actually only talking about
the fan being a fan, yeah. Hooligan.
He set the premise out that the Football League is some sort of ideology.
Yeah.
I forgot the term he used.
100%.
Brother Muhammad Hijabi came out with a video saying
another
that,
thing,
another
thing, you have
Ustad
to
Abdul Rahman
clarify.
was not actually using any like critical thinking in terms of when he was dropping a fatwa.
Yeah, and the aura's not covered as well. So that's the main thing.
That's another thing as well. And plus gambling. People use gambling. You know how many bets they put on Ladbrokes and William Hill and all them bets?
Yeah, but you're not obligated to gamble when you're watching.
Yeah, no, still, bro, but it's in the mix, in it. It's like it's still it's got a bit of haram involved in it. You get me? It's bare madness. And
you can gamble on anything. You can gamble on the weather if you wanted.
I used to be an Arsenal fan. I used to like football. I used to support Arsenal back in the day and that. Yeah, I gave it all up. I thought that's long. And plus, most of these guys, hooligans and all that, yeah, but they don't like Muslims, bro. They don't like Muslims at all. You get me? You don't get Muslim. You get some Muslim players and that. They said they're liking to score goals for them. Yeah, you're bought basically. But at the end of the day, they don't like Islam at all. And you're gonna be cheering and that. You see what happened in Wembley, bro? When I saw a video it was on Instagram and everywhere. Yeah, this guy, Asian guy. Yeah, I don't know if he's Muslim. But he looked like Muslim. He got a beard and like Asian guy, South Asian guy. He got rushed. Yeah, after the England match with Italy, they got pissed off. Yeah, Italian. Yeah. No, it was Muslim, Asian guy. But all I saw was an Asian guy. He looked Indian, Pakistani, Bengali like that. He looked like that. And they battered him. Yeah. Even he was on the England side, cheering for England. They battered him. They just didn't like it. They were pissed off. They thought, damn, I mean, I don't see the P word. They just thought, I mean, they were saying, you packy, you know, swear down. They were saying that while they were beating
I don't deny that football can change the mood of a people. Do you know, there was even a case...
Let me just finish here. My second point is, the last time I'm going to finish here. My second point is, you know the St. George's Cross, yeah. A lot of people waving the St. George's Cross, yeah. If you're a Muslim, yeah, like that's wrong, man. There's a Crusader flag, man. That many millions of Muslims died there with people wearing the Crusader, you know, the white with the red cross and that. You get me? And you're basically putting that up, and it's like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of history behind it, man. Anyway, finish, bro. Go on, looking.
There was a football referee, I think in Brazil or something. All the fans, they hated what he did. I think it was 2013. It was in Brazil, and they all rushed the field, and they didn't like what this referee did, and they chopped his head off.
Is it? I heard about that.
They beheaded him in the middle of the pitch. I don't deny the fact that football can make people do crazy things.
Yeah, but do you know about gambling? About gambling, like you said, yeah. Gambling sponsored the Premier League, all these football teams,
even boxing, all of the sports.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah,
all of them.
So that has a big influence. So we as Muslim or the people, because it's bad for you, should stay away from it.
It's not a requirement to partake in the gambling.
No, but it's sponsored by it. It's like it's like for us Muslim, it's like, say for example with alcohol, we can't, but we shouldn't buy it, we shouldn't sell it. There's so many rules. We shouldn't do anything. We should stay away from it.
But are you watching? It's like, for example, if a football team has a Carlsberg logo on their shirt, I don't drink alcohol. Am I forced to drink the alcohol if I'm watching football? No, I'm not.
No.
Does it say the alcohol brand on the football t-shirt? Yes, it does. But am I forced to take a beer can and open it and pour it down my neck? No, I'm not. So then I don't see. There's a huge disconnect.
Yeah, no, but that's one of the issues that I was saying. There's other issues to it as well about football, like the aura's not covered. That's another thing. So we're watching men
kicking a ball, innit?
Kicking a ball who hasn't got the aura covered. So that's wrong.
Okay,
that's haram. I think that's haram. But even though like we will watch football once at a time, but playing football is okay because we can control control it, like 5-a-side. Like, say for example, if us in a group we play football, it's good for the exercise. We got our aura covered. We can play football. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, the aura is covered of the man, right?
But listen to this, bro. I've got another thing here. It's a big fitna for the youth. Bro, no, listen to this, Lakinia. It's a big fitna for the youth, yeah. All over the world, the Muslim youth, yeah, they know all the football players' names. This team, that team, UEFA, Premier League. Yeah. They know all the footballers' names, yeah. The youth, the sisters as well. But do they know any of the names of the Sahabas? They forget the names of the Sahabas. They don't know nothing about the deen, but they're too focused on this sport. That football was created to distract people. After World War II, some of them fighting each other, they use football, as a way to challenge each other. You get me?
Julius Caesar said that the lowest rungs of society require bread and circuses, bread to fill their bellies, and
bread and circuses. 100%.
Yeah, to keep them entertained, so stop them going crazy. I swear, wallahi, if you didn't have sports like UFC and football and Olympics and World Cup, the people, what will they do with their time? They will get politically active. They will want changes. They will want their freedoms back. They will fight their government. They will rip out their presidents and rulers, and
revolution, innit? There was a revolution going on.
They would push for revolution. These things are purposely sole purpose to keep us keep us subdued.
And straight after World War II as well, after this big massive world war happened, they got this to get all the masses occupied. You get me? Occupied watching sport, not just football, American football, baseball, you name it, rugby.
You know what
Amy
said?
They want you to pour whiskey in your brain and keep you weak.
Hello.
Yeah.
Amy said wrestling is halal in Islam, but that has gambling, naked women, introducing rounds, etc. does that mean wrestling is haram? If someone promotes gambling, are you going to be a sheep and gamble? LOL. Yeah. So
What does he mean by wrestling, though? Does he mean boxing, strike in the face, or
he,
what does he mean?
the
Grappling is allowed in Islam,
WWE.
yes.
I don't know if
That
that's
Amy,
allowed.
that's not Amy. That's a guy, innit? That's not the real. That Amy,
Hey,
that's
I
not
mean,
Amy.
Yeah, me.
Amy
you see,
Louise.
brothers, you
Oh.
can still love football. You can still, I believe, you can still watch football. But
Yeah, you can, yeah. But just
it-
don't be a
it-
fan.
it-
The die
it's
hard.
waste. It does waste your time. But yeah, brother reaction
can
when
say
I
the same
spoke
But
thing
don't
about
you
the
about
think,
any
Sheriff.
movie, innit?
like, but
Waste your
anything
time.
that is good
Everything,
for
innit?
you, it's not good. Like it considered
Too much
haram,
of it,
innit?
innit?
But
Bro,
if you
bro,
When
bro,
in
listen to
terms
this,
of
yeah. There was a lecture, I remember there was an Islamic lecture, yeah, years ago, yeah. And it was on a Saturday, yeah. It's like it was high in the community center in a hall. Yeah, I'm not saying who it was, who the speaker was or nothing, but the turnout was really low. And the sheikh asked the people, where are the
where are the
shabab, the
people?
youth?
They're
And they go,
watching the
oh,
football.
they're watching the football, Manchester United versus this thing. Like, and the sheikh was like shocked. You get me? Come all the way from far and all of
Yeah,
that, and
they
all
probably
because and
paid
the
a
youth
lot of
are,
money to the sheikh to
yeah,
come down.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is, and all the youth are too busy watching a football match. Yeah, it's more than the deen. You get me? It's like big distraction, isn't it? A weapon of mass distraction. Football definitely keep you
But
occupied.
see, the youth are required to be stimulated mentally and physically.
Yeah, they need to
So
get married early,
this
man.
is
The youth need
something
to
that
get married early. Like, yeah, he's
you
married
know
at
why
18 or something. Yeah, then they
you can't blame the kids.
stimulated
You can't be blaming the
sexually,
kids.
and all their frustrations is finished.
Look, if the
You know, that's how
mosque
it was.
want to bring in the youth, right? And then they turn around and they blame the kids. Oh, the kids did it. Fucking sorry for swearing, but how can you start blaming the people that you want to come through to the mosque? And do you think they're gonna come if you're gonna start attacking them? Do you know what I mean? How are you gonna try bring them through if you're gonna start like cussing them out and saying that
Nah,
they
of course,
yeah,
100%. The
yeah,
youth,
but
look
there's
in the
a good.
Quran,
the youth need
bro.
to
Look in the
be
Quran. There's so many
given a
stories of the
station.
youth in the Quran, bro. The youth in the Quran. There's so many stories of the youth, bro. Even youth-led wars, bro. You get me? Usayd
But there's
bin
ways
Zayd
of
was
giving them
sent to
dawah,
Yemen.
innit?
You get
Exactly.
me? Like, it was youth. You know what I mean? Ibrahim alayhi salam was a youth. There's bare youth. The
Yes,
boys in the
even
cave were the
Isa
youths.
Islam,
You get me?
his followers
Yeah,
were
Yeah.
youth. Yeah.
were youths. You get me? So children, the youth are a big part of. You get me? It's a big
Yeah,
part. Think
they're
about
our
it.
future.
Yeah, it's our future.
You have to
You need
invest
to
in your
invest in the
future.
future. Yeah.
You have to invest in them now, but a lot of the times they don't
But
want to.
Lakin, no, the
Mm.
problem you say it's nothing to do like with Islam, like treating the youth. Is the problem is with like the individuals, cultures, or like that's the problem. It's not like Islamically treat the youth like this and that. It's like it's the culture, isn't it? Or like they treat
The
the youth
culture
like
that they're growing up with.
yeah, it's like it's not
I
just one
believe the
culture.
children are the future.
Yeah, it's not
Teach
one
them well
culture.
and let them lead the way.
It's all culture. It's all culture.
Yeah.
Well, then we have to cultivate a good culture for them. We need to facilitate a good culture, and that will bring about. Because if you don't take care of them now, then no point complaining when they're 30, 40 years old and they ain't doing nothing good. They ain't bringing anything, positive. Invest in them now, make things for them so that they will be good when you're trying to hand over the mosque to them. Do you know what I mean?
I decided long ago
Hmm.
never to walk in anyone's shadow.
Interesting.
Yeah, but how can you keep relying on the mosque, bro? It starts at home, innit? You know what I'm saying? So obviously you can't just
You saying the mosque
wait
is
for
fucked up?
the. No, I'm not saying it's not about the mosque, though, innit? It's not. You
I'm
don't rely
sorry,
on
I
the
can't
mosque
really
to
hear you,
get to the
bro.
mosque, bro.
My mic
Sounds
is
very
on.
like distorted.
Saying why depending on the mosque, bro? It starts at home. You know what I mean? It's like your siblings and your parents and everything. They should, you know what I mean? This is where it starts. You can't depend on
Well,
someone
I
to
believe the
take you
heart
down.
of the community, of a Muslim
It's not about
community,
community, bro.
is
It
the
starts at
mosque.
home, bro. Allah says save yourself and your family first, bro. It starts at home, you
Of
know what I mean?
course, save yourself and your family, but ultimately the Muslim community is made up of families that
Of course,
attend the
it's the
mosque.
ummah. But what I'm saying is, you can't just think, oh, why is the mosque not taking it in? Obviously, you have to see it at home as well. You know what I mean? You have to have your family and they're doing everything. You know, obviously, that's the way it's gonna be.
Of course,
You remind yourself
make
every
sure
day.
your house is in order.
Yeah, bro.
But the brother was saying about a sheikh had been called in to do a lecture, and the youth were not there because they were watching a football game. This is a conversation that was being taking place. Were you not there?
What are you saying? The football, what? Some sheikh
So
what said?
the brother said that there was a sheikh called to a mosque to do a big lecture.
Yeah.
And he asked where is the youth? Why are they not here? And the youth were watching a Manchester United game or something.
Yeah. I was saying that just earlier. I was just saying that there was a big event. Yeah, you get me. So it was like big function. You get me? And I'm not saying the name of the person, but he came down from far. I'm not saying from where. And basically, all the adults were there, but he said, "Where are the youth?" Because he came before. Previously, there was loads of youth. You get me? And they were asking him questions. And this time, the place was half empty. And it's like, where are all the people gone? And then like he didn't know, but someone told him after, like, I mean, someone mentioned to him, you know, like write down and this and that. Someone mentioned to him and said, look, the Manchester United football match. And then he gave the topic about the football, and he said it as well. It's like, you know what I mean? About how comes people don't know the names of the Sahabas, you get me? But they know all the football players, and they know about. Do you get it? Like,
Yeah, bro, I heard there were loads of delays at Heathrow the following day because staff didn't turn up to work after the football match.
So they're all pissed, yeah.
Yeah.
Check this out, right? The footballers, they live today, right? They're still knocking about. You see them in the news, you know their names because we see them all the time. We hear about them. They're top professional footballers, they're athletes, they're top of the game. You know what I mean? They're well respected in their respective fields. Whereas the Sahaba, right, radiallahu anhu, Allah's pleased with them, they lived over 1,000 years ago. How can you expect a boy of 15 years to know someone who lived 1,400 years ago?
But listen to this. For 1,400 years, yeah, the Muslim youth have been taught, and they've been taught about the Seerah, and they know what the stories. It's been passed down not just by mouth, but by books and stuff. Classical scholars, they wrote stuff down, and people are like the Muslim youth were well into it. They had al-wala and al-bara. You get me? Al-bara. So end of the day, you get me? They were invested in this. You get me? It's just we're born in this.
You know what? It makes me say, you get me? Bro, listen, it makes me say, don't you dare say to me that these kids, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, don't know the names of the Sahaba because their mum, because you haven't taught them, the parents haven't taught them. And then
listen, obviously,
they don't know this, they don't know that. Why the fuck do the mum and dad not teach them then? They're not sending them example.
I'm giving you an example, innit? Many people in the West, most people in Europe and the Western world, too busy in looking at sports. They got their heroes are not the Sahabas. Their heroes are not Muslims. Their heroes are kuffar. They watch Hollywood movies, yeah, and they see Rambo or they see all these soldiers and that with their high-tech weaponry and all of that. And these are become the heroes. They look up to these people. They play the games, Call of Duty and stuff, and they see these soldiers. They don't see themselves as a Muslim soldier, a mujahid. They don't see that. They want to be a kuffar soldier. They're seeing this and that in the games.
With a Muslim mujahid, put some relative on.
Assalamu alaikum. People have been programmed and that. That's how it is, man. And look at this. The football players, look how much they get paid. Look at this. Slow down a bit, man. Give me a second, bro. Walaikum salam. I'm talking, brother. Yeah. Look at these football players. Yeah. Look how much they get paid. The salary. Look how much money they get paid for kicking a ball. Well, there's people that are doctors and that. There's people who do like major surgeries, brain surgery. People, okay, they get paid a lot. But look at these people for kicking a ball. They're getting paid ridiculous amount of money. You get me? And people are inspired to be like them. You get me?
I think they should be paid even more what they're being paid.
Oh, that's you, innit? That's your idea, innit?
Well, if they're top in their field and they know what they're doing and they're playing very well.
Kicking a ball, innit? That's because you idolize them, innit? That's
it's
why.
It's not just kicking a ball, though, is it? It's not just kicking a ball. It's being the best at what you do.
Best
if you can kick the ball better
It's
than
still
anyone in
kicking
the
a ball.
world.
It's still kicking a ball. You kick the
And people
ball
come and
into a
challenge
goal.
you, try and take the ball off you and put it in your goal, and you can put it in their goal.
Yeah,
And you're
but
the
that
best the way you
benefits
do.
humanity.
Then
Does kicking that ball benefit humanity? It just benefits the people gambling and the people.
Well,
the
it
teams
provides
No.
it provides jobs in Pakistan to people who make the
who make
footballs,
football.
right?
there's a guy that
Yeah,
beat
actually,
you,
that's David
called
on
Sid.
YouTube, yeah.
He owns a factory that makes these footballs. Wallahi, I
Yeah,
speak to this guy.
doesn't benefit humanity at all. Doesn't benefit the Muslims.
Fractionary, there's a guy called Sid.
Doesn't
in there,
benefit
Jack
the
Devon.
non-Muslims.
Speak to that guy.
Doesn't benefit
The guy
nobody.
makes football.
Yeah, I spoke to him today.
FIFA.
The football cult. The football cult. The cult of football.
Yo,
That's what it benefits.
Shaykwan, we live in the West, bro.
If they didn't provide, if they didn't make footballs, right,
Well,
then
it doesn't matter,
you'd
bro,
be
where you
you'd,
live, bro.
you'd have rugby.
You know,
What do you prefer, rugby or
brother,
football?
it's not just kicking a ball. They have to mentally be there. They need to train every day. They don't just like wake up overnight and then kick the ball.
People used to do in the proper time, people used to do wrestling, they used to do archery, they used to do a lot of stuff in it, horse riding. We can still do that. That's still physical stuff, keep fit as well. It's still fun.
Exactly,
People used to do these things. But now they don't do this. They're just kicking a ball in it. That's it. The people are not doing this. People can't even defend themselves. That's how bad it is. People are so weak. Just it's not the same.
Because we live in the West, they're not going to promote these things, bro. We live in the West, innit? They're not going to promote these things.
Yeah, obviously. I'm just saying. We're just,
By the way,
talking about
at any moment my stream might end because my battery's about to finish. So I think I need to shut down.
No.
You're trying
Sorry
to shut
about
down.
that.
Reaction.
That's cool, man.
Shaykwan made me end my stream and he goes, come on to reactionaries.
Yeah, sorry about that, brother. I'm on 5%.
Oh, reactionary.
And the
Reactionary.
StreamYard runs
You need to
down quick.
Reaction, you need to hear this, bro. So I got an email, someone emailed me saying, I heard you on some live stream. Remember I said to you that I saw your picture. I saw your picture or something. I got an email, someone saying, "Can you have you seen reactionary's picture? Can you send it? Can you point it out? Can you believe that, bro?" Someone emailed me.
Okay.
You know, it's madness, bro.
Who's the someone?
I don't know. It's just a random email account. You get me? I replied.
What's the email
Bro,
address?
you should have told him in private, bro. You should have
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you in private. Don't worry.
Oh, okay then. Nice one.
It's just stupidness, man.
All right. Anyway, thanks for jumping on, everyone, and everybody who's watching. Big up, Shaykwan.
Yeah, big up.
Big up, Lakeen. Is your
Big
first
up,
time on here, Lakeen? I think it is.
Big up, man.
Big up, Bella. And Saeed and Jamshod.
Jam Squad.
And Dujana. And everybody in the chat, everyone watching. Big up all of you. May Allah bless you all.
Jam Shotta.
And
so Saeed is going live, everyone.
Shaykwan, you made me come here, end my life.
everyone goes to Saeed's car, watch him driving around, inshallah. Have a nice view of London. And big up the Queen. All right then.
Absolutely roasting here.
Big up.